Oh, what's going on, guys? Let me check my audio. All right, now we should have the proper audio. Last time I didn't realize the sound was coming in through my laptop, so we had that tapping sound on the last video. So it should be gone on this one. Hang on one second. Uh, Bear with me a second. Let me get this shared out. Hope you guys had a wonderful evening last night. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. It is 2026, baby. It is time to rock and roll. Bear with me a moment. We do got a lot to go over this morning. I figured we just opened the commission list for the first half of the 2026 year. So definitely check that out. Grab you a spot. They are going fast. That's all that commission list has only been open now for about an hour and a half, give or take. And it's 10 spots gone already. And I mean, I posted it at 8 a.m. this morning, so right at 2 hours. So yeah, it's going to go quick. So make sure you guys grab you a spot on that. Um, excuse me. Let's see. So bear with me a second. I'm just getting this shared out. But yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and a good New Year's last night. But yeah, so we're going to be, I've never, I've been doing this 8 years now. I believe this month makes 8 years. And I've always been real loose with a lot of the rules and stuff, but I've got to change that up a little bit. It's got to become a bit more business orientated overall. So I need to stick to certain things, uh, do things a certain way to keep it in a certain pattern so it's easier for people, to keep up with and, you know, and make sure that it's one of those pattern things, so it's easier for people to remember and follow and then also for myself to be able to keep up with a little better and things like that. Um, so I've got changes that are coming for. Hey, what's up, Cameron? For not so we got several areas that's going to be some new changes or new things going into effect, from signature fees to CGC fees to cover work for indie creators, cover work for retailers, for company books like Image Comics, Dynamite, etc., etc. I'll also be doing a rewards program for returning fans. I think that's a big one that I've never really done in the past, but we're going to start doing that. So like um, return customer discounts. What's up, Mickey? Happy New Year to you guys too. What's up, Sherry? So like I've got a lot I'm going to go over with you guys though for sure. So bear with me here. I'm just trying to get this shared out a little bit. Some of the folks. So bear with me. But yeah, so we've got that stuff that's coming. We've got things for like I said, retailer bundles. That's going to be changing to work with new retailers and to reward returning retailers that want to do bundles with me for my exclusives I do for Image Comics or Dynamite, etc., or Psycho Sal and things like that. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to go over, but like I said, I think one of the big ones that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about is the reward system. What's up, Ed, for returning customers? All right. Okay, so there we go. All right, I've got that kind of shared out as best I can. Okay, so let's talk about. So I'm going to kind of give you guys an idea of what's up, Jim. What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. About I talked about this on the last video, but I really wanted to put a video out for the first. So a couple things real quick. Let me do a little house cleaning. The 2025 commission list is done. I have one commission to finish, and then that list is done. The 2026 commission list is open. The post is up right now. It's shared to my page, the two groups. It's got the new prices, which didn't change much, but it lists, I did add a black and white tier though. Normally I don't mess with black and whites anymore, but I put it back on. I added that on there. So you can also go to the website, www.artofwilliamrussell.com, and you can order your commissions through there also till the list sells out. It is only 60 spots for the first half of the year. And once those spots are gone, there will not be any more commissions taken until June the 1st. That's something else I have to stop doing. I hate telling people no. I hate telling people, sorry, you missed out. You got to wait till, but I can't keep just, breaking my own rule on that. So the commission list has 60 spots. If you want a commission for me, headshot, half body, full body, black and white, full cover, 11x17 headshot, half body, full body in black and white, sketch cards, headshots in full color. That list is on my page right now. Go grab your spots. They are going fast. It's only been 2 hours and over 10 spots are already gone. Like I said, I'm not joking with you guys. Now you can claim it straight through for me send me a PM or go to the website and claim one of those spots. Also, you'll see those, just search commissions and you'll see the different commission tiers on the website. And you can use Afterpay, you can use Klarna, you can use Shop Pay in 4, et cetera, at checkout to make payments on your items. Yes, we're going to be talking about the Psych Ward books too. Now that Psycho Sal is completely done, I can kind of give a little attention to that. So we'll go over that too, because that starts this year. And a little, like I said, a little more housekeeping. Psycho Sal number 9 is going to print. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I have those books in from the printer, and I'll start packaging them and getting them shipped out. We've got the stretch goals ordered, the hats ordered, things like that. So yes, Psycho Sal number 9 is going to print. Let's talk about signature fees. For 7 years, technically 8 years counting this month, I never charged for signing stuff at shows. I didn't, my website has a signature fee on it. When you catch me at a show and you're buying stuff from my table or you bring me stuff, I never charged for signatures, whether it was a regular signature or a CGC witness or CBCS witness signature. That has to change. And it's not necessarily a thing of me trying to nickel and dime. The majority of artists charge for signatures. They charge a fee for non-witnessed and they charge a fee for witnessed. Because, over the last 3 years, especially, my name has been added to more and more websites, making appearances at shows, whether it's MegaCon Orlando or Fan Expo Dallas or New York, and flippers and resellers are charging you guys $10 for my signatures, and they were getting them free from me at shows. I can't do that anymore. So I'm going to put into effect the normal thing that the majority of artists do. And my signatures for non-witnessed at a show, the first 2 books I sign are free. Every book after that are $5 a signature. So it's not expensive. If most people, when they get a witness signature, they're charging $20. If you bring CGC or CBCS or whomever over to witness a signature, they charge $20. That's the norm. Mine will be $10. So still way cheaper. But I got to do something because people are making money off my name by putting my name on websites for appearances. So that's going to be the change to signatures. What's up, James? Now, if you show up to my table and you buy something off my table, signatures are free. That I'm going to leave the way they are. Unless you're buying something from my table and you got CGC there to witness something, then it's the $10. But if you're just buying a raw copy off of my prints or my exclusives, whatever it is at my table, it'll still be free. But when people roll up with, 10 copies of my book, there's going to be a fee. And like I said, the first 2, it'll be free. The others will be $5 a pop. That's completely reasonable, and it's cheaper than what the majority of everyone else charges at $10 a pop. Damn, I just realized that. Holy shit. That Batman versus the Bat Who Laughs statue is number 9 out of only 30 made. Holy shit, I just noticed that. Sorry, shiny rabbit. That's insane. Low number. So that'll be, what's up, Clay? What's up, everybody? Good morning. So that'll be that change to signatures. Now for retailers that want to do an exclusive for my IPs. So, and we get that. So if a retailer comes to me and they want to do an exclusive for Psycho Sal, or they want to do an exclusive for Rise of the Mummy or Cursed Moonlight, there's a special price for them. If they use me for the cover art, I don't charge them to do the cover art. That's $500 discount right there to do my IP. All they'll pay is the $100 that goes to the colorist to do the colors for the cover. That's it. Now, they're welcome to use any other artist they want to use for the exclusive. They just have to be approved by me. The art has to be approved by me. The colors have to be approved by me. And if they don't live up to what my expectations are of what that color should look like or what that cover should look like, they got to redo it. But they're welcome to use their own artists and own colorists. That's not a problem. And they do get the discounted thing. So, it costs us right at $6 a book to print the books. They'll pay $8 a book. They sell those books for $15, $20 a pop. Most people sell them for $20 a pop. So that'll be that thing there. Now, the first time they do that, what's up, sweetie? It is a 25 book minimum. Not first time, sorry. When they order a retailer exclusive of one of my IPs, that's a 25 book minimum for regular trade dress. There will be no virgins. When it comes to my IP, the titles need to be on the book. They sell better, trust me. Virgins are pretty, but trade dress books sell better, whether it's company or indie. Trust me. What's up, V? Happy New Year. So, but I want to give them that discount to use me for my IP. But like I said, they're welcome to use their own artists. They just have to be approved by me. The artwork has to be approved by me. The colors have to be approved by me, period. I'm not allowing any shoddy shit floating around with my name on it. Now, as far as retailer exclusives for company work, they Image Comics, Dynamite, etc., etc. My fee for doing a cover for one of those retailer exclusives are $500. $100 of that $500 though goes to my colorist, depending on which colorist I use. Because I like the idea of me being able to know when the work is being done, and I'm not depending on someone I don't know and trusting their work ethic. Which also for the retailer, that saves a lot of hassle for the retailer by me having an in-house colorist, which I have 3 in-house colorists to make sure I've got someone that can do the colors for a project because I do so many. So it takes stress off of them. They don't have to worry about a colorist. They don't have to worry about handling that. I handle all of it. Now, I will do return discounts for them. So on the first time I've ever worked with you, it's $500. $100 of that goes towards the colors. And if it's a company book like Image Comics, Dynamite, whatever it is, a 500 print minimum, I get 50 copies of that book for me personally out of the 500 print run. That's more than reasonable. Now, if they come back to me for a second retailer exclusive, they do get a discount. That $500 fee drops to $400. And I still pay the colorist out of my pocket, and I get 50 copies of the book when it's printed. Same thing, just a cheaper discount on the labor. But I also will promote their project heavily. So if they're running a pre-sale for 2 weeks, I promote it heavily to my fan base, and my fan base shows up consistently to buy books, but I will still promote the hell out of it as if it was my own exclusive. So that also takes some more weight off their shoulders. I'll even handle the pre-sale event for them, which I normally do. I'll make the pre-sale post according to their prices, what they want. And then every time somebody claims something, I tag the retailer so the retailer can touch base with that person and send them an invoice. I don't handle the money collecting or anything. The retailer handles that. I just promote the living hell out of it, and I kind of centralize the pre-sale. And of course, the agreement I have with all retailers will stay in effect for my fan base. The first day of that pre-sale, it goes to my social media pages first before they share it to their website. That gives my fans a chance to grab as many of the books as they might want before it just goes straight out publicly. But that's only for the first, day. So the first 12 hours. So that's the way that'll work for retailers and return retailers using me for a second project. Now for first time indie covers, I used to give a discount to indies. The first time I dealt with them, I would do covers for them for $400. Like I said, my normal fee was, $600, because I only got like 15 comps of the book. So not a lot of room to recoup my money, but I would do it for $400 and 15 copies of the book. I've gotten screwed on that too many times over the last 6 years alone. I have 5 projects that I've done cover work for that has not seen the light of day. And some of them, at least 3 of them, are over 3 years old. So they probably will never see the light of day. None of those people have contacted me and said, hey, you know what? I know you gave me a $200 discount so you could get more copies of the book when it was printed. I don't know when this book is going to go to print. So here's your $200 and we'll just call it square. None of them have offered to do that. And they know that's the rule, because I told them from the get-go, if your book doesn't go to print within a year, you owe me the book or you owe me $200. I don't care which one. Oh yeah, sure. No problem. I got you. Well, not a single one has offered to pay that $200. So I can't do that no more. So, so my fee, I'll go ahead and I'll match my fee for indie books, even though I don't get as many comps. I'll match it to my retailer prices. Instead of $600, it's $500 the first time I work with you. 500, I get 5 copies of the book. That's standard when the book is printed. If I don't get the 5 books, I didn't lose anything. I lost $100. Not a big deal. But at least I got my $500 labor because I pay my colorists, almost $100 for their fee. So the first time I work with you as an indie creator, I'm sorry, it's $500, and I pay my colorists out of my money. I promote the living hell out of your Kickstarter the entire month it's running. My fans have proven consistently they show up and support the books I do covers for, so that shouldn't be a problem. I don't charge you for the promoting, and I do more promoting than probably you will. Let's be honest. I do more promoting than most people out there. If you don't like what I said, then outdo me. It's that simple. Now, the second time, if you come back to me for another cover on, another one of your IPs or the same IP, at that point, I will drop it down to a $400 cover, and I get 15 copies of the book when it's printed. At that point, the other book came out, it went to print, it went to fans. So, I trust you at that point that your next book will hopefully do the same thing. Now, does that mean it will? No, but there's a better chance that the next book will see the light of day, and I'll get my books that are owed to me. Like I said, I have 5 books right now. 5 titles right now that will probably not see the light of day, 3 of them especially. And I sell my books at shows for $20 a pop. So, when you take 15 damn books, I know that doesn't sound like a lot to you guys, but when you take 15 books, that's $300. And $300 times 5, that's $1,500 that's owed me. See what I mean? This ain't no bullshit. It ain't no drop in the hat. That's $1,500 that's owed me. Now, you also take into consideration, because those books never saw the light of day, nobody has a clue what they are, I can't even sell the original art that's in my binder. Nobody's going to buy that. Nobody's going to buy that. So, and I sell original published art for indie books for $400 a pop, and that's discounted. Most people sell it for more than that. So now that's $1,500, and you take another 400 times 5, that's another $2,000. So that's $3,500 that I do not have access to. That I should have access to. So I can't do it anymore. So it is what it is, guys. If you work with me the first time, you're going to pay regular price. You work with me a second time, I'll give you a discount. Okay. Now for the retailer bundles for Psycho Sound and stuff like that, or any of my exclusives. The first time I've ever dealt with you, if you want to do so my retailer bundles are 25 book minimum. So like case in point, Darkness #1 that I just did for Image Comics, that's an artist exclusive. I paid for that book to be created, so I control that book. That one, we did 10 retailer bundles on that book. So the retailer didn't have to pay for the art. The retailer didn't have to pay for the shipping, to have the book created and shipped. They didn't have to pay nothing. All they did was bought a retailer bundle. I gave them to people for $8 a book. 25 book minimum, that's $200. They'll sell those books for $20, $25 a pop. So with return retailers, people who have bought retailer bundles from me in the past, you'll stay at the $8 a book, because it costs us $6 a book to print, with printing and shipping. It's right at $6. They'll stay at $8 a bundle for 25 minimum, and I'll sign as many of those books in that 25 bundle as they want for free. I don't charge them. So now they'll sell the signed books for $30 a pop, $25, $30 a pop. They'll sell a raw unsigned for, around 20. That's the norm. Sometimes a little more. But the first time I ever deal with you as a retailer, you want to grab one of my bundles, whether it's a Psycho Sal bundle, whether it's an Image Comics bundle or Dynamite bundle, it's $10 a book. You'll still sell them $20 raw. You'll sell signed for $25, $30. But I want to give that return discount to people that's worked with me before. Now, once you work with me the first time, second time, you get the cheaper discount. I want to reward people who continuously support me in some way. Okay. So there's your discounts for those items that has to do with cover work, that has to do with signatures, that has to do with retailer exclusives, that has to do with retailer bundles, etc. Now, here's the big one that applies to the other 90% of you guys as fans, the giveaways. So for anyone who might be new here, I do shit tons of giveaways. I do more giveaways, unrestricted, unstrings attached giveaways than anyone else in this business, and that is fact. If you don't like what I said, outdo me. It's that damn simple. Case in point, I did 3 big giveaways last year, 2025. One, I gave away $1,000 worth of original art, from head sketches to original published work. Another one, I went live and I gave away $600 worth of signed exclusives. Another one, I went live and I gave away another $400 worth of signed exclusives. So I did that last year 3 times. I've done it the years before and the years before. So normally there's no restriction to it. You just show up, you hang out. If you win it, you win it. Hell, most of the time you didn't even pay shipping. Sometimes you paid the shipping. But that was usually the only, catch to it. You paid the shipping. Ooh, you want a $200 sketch. You pay $10 shipping. Ooh, But anyway, I can't do that anymore because 2 things. For me, money don't mean shit. Anybody that knows me knows that the money part, I don't really give 2 shits about. What I care about is the respect and the love in return. And sadly, when I did the $1,000 giveaway that night, I took time out of my day. I was live for 3+ hours, almost 4, gave away over $1,000 worth of original art and original published cover art, which no artist does. And out of 10 or 12 people that won stuff that night, I saw 3 posts where people got their stuff, made a post saying thank you. That was it. The other thing that, so to me, that's very disrespectful. Because some of the people that won those items were people that don't ever buy shit. Now when you're buying shit from me all year long and you win something, I wish you would make a post saying thank you and show off what you won, but I'm not going to be upset about it if you don't, because you've been shopping with me all year. It's okay. But, so that was the kind of kick in the gut on that. Some of those people that won, they don't ever buy shit. They don't ever share shit, but they showed up for some free shit, which took away from my fans who bust their ass for me, who support me financially or share out my content religiously. So it robbed them, the people who do the work. The other thing that I saw a handful of years ago back, I used to do giveaways a lot when I first started, and I quit because people were winning shit and putting it on eBay for $200, $300, $400 after winning it for me for free. So I stopped doing giveaways for 2 years, and then I started back a couple of years ago. And now I'm seeing that kind of happen again. People are winning signed $40 exclusives. It's on eBay. People are winning original head sketches that are $200 on eBay or whatnot, or any of these other places, because I know who won shit and I know who bought shit. I keep track of who wins stuff. I'm a numbers person. I'm a notes person. I keep track of who gets what when they got it. What's up, Joey? Happy New Year. So here's how giveaways are going to change. And I don't give a shit who it pisses off. Okay? Because my job as an artist is to give back, or at least I think so, the people that support me, that make all of this possible. I owe fans everything. It's not the other way around, like some artists want to try to convince you guys that you guys owe us, and you guys don't owe us a damn thing at the end of the day. You guys are who buy our exclusives, who support our Kickstarters, who buy our merch, who buy our commissions. You guys are who come see us at shows. Oh, I write everything down. I know who's won what from giveaways and when they won it. Happy New Year, Heather. I know who has made claims on shit and didn't pay. Well, those are easy to know because they go on my block list. I don't play that bullshit game no more. If you don't pay for the shit you claim, you're labeled as a non-payer and you go on my block list and you won't ever be eligible for shit I ever do again. You get blocked on my personal page. You get blocked in the groups. That way I don't ever have to deal with you. I'm not dealing with non-payers. And from this point forward, I'm not dealing with people that don't support me. My job is to take care of my fans. That's the way I look at it. So from this point forward, 2026, the giveaways are going to work as such. 2 ways to win my giveaways. Because again, my normal giveaways never had a catch-22 to it. You didn't have to go buy shit off my website and your name get put in a giveaway for a month because you bought shit in my giveaway. And the more shit you bought, the more chances you got to win. No, I never did that. But from now on, there's a catch-22 now. Because I'm going to continue to do my giveaways because I like doing them. I enjoy doing them. I have a blast doing them. I love seeing you guys win stuff and be excited about it. So I'm going to continue to do it. I'm not going to let the little handful of shit stains that want to abuse the system rob everyone else who does it the right way. Because like I said, if you win something in one of my raffles, you can sell it, you can flip it, you can do whatever you want to with it. I don't care. You paid to get in that raffle. I don't give a shit if you won a $500 item for $40 entry or a $20 entry. I don't care. You can flip it. You can sell it. You can give it away. I don't care. But when it comes to giveaways that it didn't cost you shit, if I find out you're selling it, you're blocked. Okay? If you win a signed exclusive from me and I find out you got it listed up somewhere for sale, you're blocked. If I give away artwork and I find out you're flipping it, you're blocked. I don't give a shit who you are or how long you've been here. Okay. I'm sorry. The raffles, you can do whatever you want to with the raffle wins. That's up to you. But the giveaways, nope, we're not tolerating that bullshit no more. 2 ways to get in my giveaways from now on. 1, you buy consistently. What's up, Vladimir? Happy New Year. You buy consistently through the year, whether it's exclusives, and it doesn't matter how you're buying. If you're supporting Kickstarters, that counts. If you're supporting exclusives, awesome. If you're buying commissions, great. It doesn't matter. If you're spending money with my name, so to speak, if you're spending money with my label, you can enter any giveaway I'm doing. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay. The other way, because I know not everyone has the money to just sling money all year long. I totally get that. No problem. Share my content. That's free. That doesn't cost you a damn thing. And it takes 20 seconds of your time to share out a Kickstarter post or share out like the commission list that just opened this morning. Every single one of you should be clicking on that damn ad right now on my Facebook page and sharing it out. There's your first opportunity, because I'll do a giveaway the first of the year. I always do. First, middle, end is usually when I do them. So there you go. Share content. And I don't mean share once. Come on. Sharing's free. Y'all share political shit. You'll share all this other silly shit, memes and stupid bullshit. Share people's businesses that are on your Facebook list. Word of mouth is tremendous. So that's the other way you can earn entries into giveaways. So when you see me go live and I'm doing giveaways, feel free to show up. Just make sure when you do, because here's the catch. If you win something, because I do not random numbers. So I can go back to the video and I can look at the video and see who won. I can look and see who had second place. If you win something in one of my live shows and I go look at your page and I don't see anything shared that has shit to do with me, you're void. It'll go to the second number that was closest. If I look and you haven't bought anything from me, I'll check that, because if you bought something, you're fine. And if you haven't bought anything, that's okay. I'll look and see if you shared content. If I look at your page and you've been sharing content, you're good. But if I look and you haven't bought shit in 6 months, or I look and you haven't shared anything in the last month or two, you're void. Sorry. Good luck on the next one. And I do not think that's unreasonable. If that pisses you off, feel free to unfriend and bounce, because this is a business. I'm doing giveaways, and I do the best giveaways hand down across the board. So I think what I'm asking in return is not unreasonable. Like I said, I have to take care of the people that take care of me. And you know, because like I said, you know, I've done seen it too many times where people don't ever show up for a damn thing. Don't share content, don't buy content. Then I go live to give shit away, and they're right there in the chitty chat. They're talkative then, and I've watched them win shit, and the rest of you miss out because they won. And like I said, so there's got to be a catch-22. Now, I'm not going to go like most artists do. Most artists don't even do giveaways, let's be honest. But the few that do, there's always a hard catch-22. Oh, hey, I'm doing a giveaway this month. So for the entire month of June, make sure you go buy something off the website and you get entered in an entry to win something, which most time their prints are $20 minimum entries. You see what I mean? So I'm not going to do that, but I do not think me asking you to share content or buy stuff is unreasonable to win shit. Okay. Now the other thing for fans, return customer fans. I posted the prices for commissions and everything. They're not that different than last year or the year before. Here's the fun piece though. If you are a return customer and you've ordered a commission from me, your next commission on sketch blanks and 11x17s, $50 discount. Biggest discount you'll see hands down, other than a big 50% off sale or a 40% off sale. $50 off. So that means a $200 headshot in color is $150. That's a big damn discount. So that applies to you every single time. Not just that one time on your next buy. Every single time you purchase a commission is $50 discount. No matter whether it's headshot, half body, full body. So that's pretty damn good. I mean, if you're doing a black and white headshot, that's a $50 headshot instead of a normal $100 headshot. You see what I mean? Now, of course, in my mindset, you want to swing for the fences when you're getting that big a discount. So you want to get the headshot in color, but it's still there. Doesn't matter. The only thing it doesn't apply to are remarks, and it doesn't apply to sketch cards because they're already stupid cheap. So those are the two big fan changes. Now, the other thing that Cameron mentioned earlier. Yes, now that is true for any of you guys. So yeah, let me re-mention that. If you have the Psycho Sal membership card that was on that one Kickstarter years ago, a couple years ago or last year, I think it was last year. If you have the Psycho Sal Blockbuster membership card, your signatures are free at a show. So it doesn't matter whether you bring me 5 books or 50 books. They're free if you have that card. So that stays in effect. That applies. Yes. So my sketch cards are standard size. So that way, if you want to have them slabs, you can. They're normal baseball card, size, comic card, from the comic sets. They're the normal standard sketch card sizes. Yeah, that's right, Joey. So that's all on that post too. All the information is on the 2026 first half of the year commission list. It's posted on my page. It's posted to the 2 art groups, and it's posted to the art page. So it should be easy to find. I'll pin it for you guys also until the list fills up. Again, 60 spots is all it is. So the only thing that doesn't go on the commission list are sketch cards. So everything else, though, once it fills up, that list is closed, and I will not be taking commissions again until June the 1st. Because I am so damn stupid busy, and it's just getting more and more busy. So I don't like having people wait, months and months and months and months for their commissions. Yeah, I've done a couple of those magic cards. Now the magic cards are a bit more because I have to repaint those magic cards. It's not just drawing on a blank card, and doing it. But yeah, just let me know if I'm having to repaint an existing Magic the Gathering card. So yeah, if you have that membership card, you're fine. Now for the Psych Ward books, like I mentioned to you guys, something I've been wanting to do, and I was waiting until we wrapped up Psycho Sal to do it. I want to do a website only exclusive, members only exclusive. They will not be available to the public. And there, we're going to be doing 3 books a year. So the way it works is on the Psych Ward books, it's Psycho Sal. The first year will be 1, 2, and 3. The second year will be 4, 5, and 6. The third year will be 6, 7, 9. It'll be brand new cover art, things like that, and it'll be there'll be 3 formats with it. There's a regular trade dress, and there's a foil version trade dress, and a metal. These will come numbered, and it's only it's only 20 copies of the regulars, and it's 1 through 10 copies of the metals, and 1 through 10 copies of the foils. Yeah, for sure, Joey. So those are going to be some fun boxes, because they come with other items. They'll come with a Psycho Sal members exclusive bookmark. It'll come with some mini stickers, and it'll come with some mini prints of some of my favorite covers in the past, or something like that. So it'll be more along those types of things, but they're a members only thing. Like, you can't get them unless you're subscribed to the website, and you have to first come, first serve when they go up for sale. But they will be extremely low print run. Like I said, like 20 trade dress regulars, 10 foils. Actually, it'll probably be like 5 metals is what it'll be. 20 trade dress, 10 foils. Now, these are specialties too. Every single one of these are blood covers. They won't be like just plain Jane regular trade dress or regular foil or regular metal. They're all blood covers. Any of you that had seen blood covers on issue number 8 or issue number 9 of Psycho Sal, they are ridiculously gorgeous. But every single issue, actually what we'll probably do, because I don't want them to take 3 years to come out. You know what? We're not going to do that. Because the book's are already done. I just have to do new cover art for them. So we're going to do 3 boxes a year. And each one of those boxes has 3 issues in it. So, box 1, has 1 through 3, issues 1 through 3. And then box 2 has 4 through 6. And then box 3, we'll have 7 through 9. So we'll do it that way, because I don't want it to take 3 damn years. Because we also have Cursed Moonlight. We also have Rise of the Mummy. We also have Sentinel, Veil of the Damned coming. We also have Cycle of the Blood Moon coming. So we have all these other books that we can do some of these fun members. So we'll probably do it like that. It'll be a box, and it'll have some Psycho Sal merch in it. I'm thinking it's going to have Psycho Sal t-shirts in it too. I'm thinking definitely want a bookmark. I definitely want like a couple of Psycho Sal stickers, so you guys can kind of put them on whatever's. I'm thinking a Psycho Sal t-shirt of your size, probably the classic t-shirt I did for Psycho Sal, because I really like it. And it's the one that says Psycho Sal Tour 1986, because that's when the storyline took place. Yes, so we will be doing a Psycho Sal art book at some point too. I don't know if it'll be included in this, but we will be doing a Psycho Sal. It's an art book, but it's a checklist. So that particular art book will be similar to the volume 1 we did on the like number 8 Kickstarter, or what it was, number 7 Kickstarter. I think it was number 7. And sadly, we didn't get to finish that art book. I meant to do it on Psycho Sal number 9, but we were so busy, I forgot about it. So we will be doing a Psycho Sal art book checklist. And in that art book, we'll have every single Psycho Sal cover that there's been. It'll have the main covers for the Kickstarters, and then in between those Kickstarter pages, cover A's for the Kickstarter. It'll have every single Kickstarter. It'll have every single cover, full page cover of covers I've done for Psycho Sal, which is a bunch. Then in between those covers, per Kickstarter cover, it'll have a page that has like 6 or 9 covers on it, and that'll be all the covers, however many covers was in that Kickstarter. So like issue number 1 section of the art book will show Psycho Sal number 1 cover A from the number 1 Kickstarter, my cover A for the first Kickstarter. And then the next page will be however many covers we did for Psycho Sal number 1 Kickstarter. You'll see all those covers. Then, issue number 2 and however many covers we did for that. All the Psycho Sal number 1 comic shop exclusives there are, covers will be listed. All the Comic-Con exclusives for Psycho Sal number 1, number 2, and number 3 will be listed. So it'll have everything, all the guest cover artists, all of my covers for cover A, all of the exclusive covers for comic shops and Comic-Cons, all of that will be in that book. And that way you'll have a checklist that you can check off in the back of the book, to be able to keep up and see if you got all the covers. Because here's a really fun thing we're going to do with that. Like I said, I don't know if the art book probably won't be in this. This will be something you can just buy off the website. We'll probably do a Kickstarter for it also at some point. But if you own all the covers for Psycho Sal, all of your future books that has to do with Psycho Sal related merch are signed for free. So that's $10 a book in general, $5 a book for the new prices. So that's a pretty good saving. So we'll do something fun. I think you'll also get listed. I think we'll do a special label maybe on the website that says Psycho Sal Mega Fans. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Happy New Year. We'll also do a special section on the website that says Psycho Sal Mega Fans. And for every person who owns every cover of Psycho Sal, your name will be listed in a thank you list for that. It'll also, we'll at some point, I am going to create a pure Psycho Sal page to where all the Psycho Sal fans can gather, because the book is done. It's going to print. So soon everybody will have those books in hand. So the story will be finished. You'll know what's going on. Everybody that's waiting on issue number 9 to read it. So once that's done, I'm going to create a pure Psycho Sal page that you can join and share out your thoughts, your comments about the book, share out your favorite covers, your t-shirts, pictures of you holding your merch. And we'll do special giveaways in that Psycho Sal group, which is going to be called the Psych Ward. It's going to be called Psych Ward, Home of Psycho Sal. And that's just for you guys to hang out, you guys to talk the book, talk the characters, share out your photos, your cosplay as the character, etc., etc. And we'll do special giveaways in that group. That's members of that group only. And the only way you can get access to that group, you have to actually answer questions to get entered into that page or that group to get approved for your invite. You have to answer questions about the book. That way we can regulate it a little bit to the only people eligible for giveaways are the people buying and reading Psycho Sal. So, so the Psycho Sal fan page will be coming soon. And we'll, like I said, we'll do special giveaways and stuff in there for you guys too. But yeah, we'll get to the Psych Ward books here real soon. I've got to try to squeeze it in because I need to get, I want to do new covers for that. And don't forget, February the 14th, which is not far away. That's next month. We are launching the Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition Kickstarter. On that Collector's Edition, you'll have a softback version and a hardback version. You can get a Psycho Sal Collector's Edition issues 1 through 9. So the entire issues 1 through 9 in one book. Some of you call it trade dress, paperbacks and trade dress. Some people call it omnibus. I'm pretty sure omnibus means it's a collector's edition, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's February 14th, V. And you guys better show up for that one, man. Y'all have asked me and asked me and asked me for 2 years if I was going to do an omnibus, a collector's edition of all 9 books in one area. So it's coming February the 14th. We're launching that suckers on Valentine's Day for everybody to show the love. Yeah, this one's going to be badass, man. So the hardback version is going to be super simple. So the softback version will have brand new artwork. What's up, Chris? Brand new artwork on it. Of course, you've seen the cover. Here, I'll show you. Let me see if I got it on here. Let's see if I got it in my thing here. I'll show you what that cover is going to look like. Bear with me. All right, there's the black and white. Oh, dang it. All right, hang on one second. Let me find that image. Bear with me 1 second. Come on, log in. Hang on 1 second. I had to confirm. It's amazing how I have to confirm every damn thing to log into my Facebook page, but yet we see spam all the damn time from fake accounts. I know I shared the artwork on my page. Let me find it real quick. There it is. All right. So let me save. Save that real quick, and then I can share it here to you guys. Hang on. Okay, so here's what the trade paperback cover is going to look like. That's the Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition 1 through 9. So the soft trade paperback will look like that. The Collector's Edition hardback will look like that, except it'll be a blood red cover, and I'm hoping they can do it embossed. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. I've got to talk to the printer and see what type of cover variants they have available for hardbacks. Worst case scenario, if they can't do it as a raised embossed cover, it'll still be this, but in a blood red version. So the hardback will be a bit more expensive, of course, but it'll be a hardback blood red cover, and then the regular trade dress will be the regular cover version. I think it'll be a great way for fans to get it. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, omnibus are a little bit more expensive, but you're getting 9 books. I sell Psycho Sal at shows for $20 a pop. So, I mean, 9 books at $20 a pop, that's not cheap. But the omnibus, you will get a little bit more of a discount for sure compared to buying all 9 books regular. I just don't know the exact price yet. because I got to talk to the printer and find out what it even will cost to have that. Because here's the other thing. The Omnibus collector's edition, it's going to be more than just, because you got to remember, Psycho-Sal is everything from 24 pages to 26 pages to 36 pages to 32 pages. Like, each one of those books are different page runs because of how we told the story. So I mean, and like I said, I think one of the books is like 36 pages. You know, sadly, there's not a whole lot we can do about that. So printing is affected by how many pages it is, and it's in color. So the omnibus will be full color. I'm not doing a black and white version. So that does make it a bit more expensive. But like I said, I'll talk to the printer here soon and get the details on what it'll cost me to have that done, because I definitely want a softback and I definitely want a hardback. And the hardbacks will come numbered. And the Kickstarter will be the only place you can get the hardbacks, because again, they're more expensive to have created. I'm not going to carry those at shows because when I start going to shows after that omnibus releases, I won't be carrying Psycho-Sal 1 through 9 on my table at shows. That takes up a lot of space. I'll have 1 through 9 on my website, where if people that want the individual books for the value of the value of an actual comic, they can buy it off the website and we'll ship it to them. But at shows, I'm going to carry just the omnibus collector's editions of 1 through 9. I'll still carry issue number 1 on my table at shows, because you do have people, they want to try the book before they commit. Now, to be fair, Psycho-Sal is over 9,500 printed and sold of issue number 1, cover A. I've not had a single person yet buy cover A that did not come back for the rest of the books, knock on wood. But still, though, I want to have that number 1 on my table at shows, because that is the most valuable book when it comes to comics, issue number 1. But I want to have that cost-effective entry into the door than them having to buy the omnibus right out the gate. Because if they buy the number 1 and they love it, and they come back and they just want to buy the omnibus to get it a little cheaper than buying all 9 other of the other 8 books, they got the most important book. Well, technically, number 2 is one of the most important books also. Number 1 is the first issue, obviously. Number 2 is the first full appearance of Psycho-Sal, for those that don't know. But like I said, that'll give them an entryway into the door to make sure they like the book and before they commit to the other 8 books or the omnibus. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. So that's coming February the 14th. Be ready for that. We'll start talking about that and promoting that here soon. But yeah, like I said, the commission list, the first half of the year, I run a capped list for anyone here who's new. Because I don't want, don't get me wrong, you lose money when you run a capped list. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because you have to turn people away once that list is full. But I'd rather do that than stretch out commissions more than, you know, a handful of months. Most of the time, my commissions are on the 3 to 6 month turnaround time. Every once in a while, there might be something that takes a bit longer. It depends on when you got on the commission list, the complexity of your piece. Was it during the height of con season? Because for those that don't know, if you're new here, I'm a pro comic artist. I've been doing this professionally for 8 years. I do tons of covers. In 8 years, I've done 180 published covers, from everything from Image Comics to Dynamite to Indie. I have 3 of my own IPs with Psycho-Sal, Curse Moonlight, and Rise of the Mummy. We're about to launch 2 more of my own IPs here soon. So I'm super busy. I also travel to con circuits and in-store signing events for comic shops. Usually from February to November, I'm doing 2 to 3 shows per month, every single month. So I do a lot of travel, a lot of cover work. So I cap my commission list so you guys aren't waiting super long to get stuff back. So that commission list just opened at 8 a.m. this morning. So 3 hours ago. I haven't looked at it in the last hour because I've been chatting with you guys. In the first hour and a half, 10 spots were already gone. So if you want a commission from me, go grab it. You can either read the pricing on the thing and send me a PM to claim a spot, or you can go to my website right now while the spots are open. all of the commission stuff, headshots, half body, full body on sketch blanks or 11 by 17 Bristol. All that's listed on the website. You can use Klarna, Afterpay, Shop paying for, PayPal paying for. You can use all the payment plan options to make your purchases on the website, and your list immediately, your name immediately goes on the list. What's up, Jim? Oh yeah, my website's loaded with a lot of good stuff. Now, if there's anything on that website you go to look at and you see something that's very few items left of, send me a PM just to make sure I still have it before you make the purchase on the website, because I haven't had a chance to sit down and upload the website from the last few shows I did. We've just been swamped over the last couple months, so I hadn't had a chance to do it. I updated a few things this morning. I need to sit down and pull my stuff out of the closet and go through it and make sure of what all exclusives. I need to add the new Darkness #1 to the website. I don't think I've done that yet. I need to get that on there. I don't even think I have the original art for the damn Darkness #1 for Image Comics on there for the cover art. So I need to add some things. I've got a bunch of covers I've done recently. The artwork's right there that I need to add to the website. So I'll get to it here soon. So if you see something on there that only has 2 or 3 of, take a screenshot of it, send me a PM real quick. I'll confirm whether I got it before you make the purchase off the website, okay? Now, all the big stuff should be updated. Any of the original cover art that's listed on there for publication, all of that should be updated. Prints are updated, so all the prints you see on there I have in stock. The only thing, just it could be a few of those exclusives. Most of the time, the ones that might be shorthanded are some of the indie exclusives or the Do You Poos, Hardly Thins. Double check with me before you make the purchase, so that way I don't have to do a whole refund thing if it's not there. Because if you send me a PM, you know, and you're the first one that asks, you get first dibs, of course. But yeah, but like I said, I'll sit down here real soon and I'll double confirm the exclusives and stuff when I get a moment. Any questions, you guys? I know some of you may have just came in. Feel free to watch this video and rewatch it to see all the updates for 2026 on signature price changes, CGC price changes, retailer bundle prices, retailer exclusive cover art from me prices, indie creators getting cover work from me prices, the return customer discounts that you guys will get from this point forward as every time you buy something, the giveaways that will be strictly supportive fan only giveaways. And like I said, 2 ways to earn those giveaways is buying content or sharing content. Either way works, and I'm cool with either one. But yeah, so any questions from you guys on anything? The other thing some of you have asked about, the Psycho Sal statue is coming. We are working with trying to get this done. So this is the first design that we've kind of went through. Those little nibs on his chest and everything, those are actually bullet holes, so they'll be inverted. But this is basically what the character will look like. He will come on a platform that looks like an alleyway or a rooftop. And for those that may be wondering, this is a big boy statue that's coming. This thing is going to be 25 inches tall with the base. So you're talking 1/4 scale. So this is a big boy statue, but it is coming for you Psycho Sal mega fans. One of the things I'm thinking real hard about doing is printing, buying the 3D printer so I can print those whenever for print to order. Now they will come hand painted. They'll come 2 versions. Now if I do that, they'll be printed in resin, so they're solid. The bottom half of the body will be solid, so it's heavy. You know, I'll either do that or I'll create a mold and we'll pour actual castings of the statues. Don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know about the hoodie. Because here's so the statue thing, we'll get the details worked out. I don't know when that's going to be, but it's in the pipeline. The hoodies, I know you guys were wanting some hoodies. the other thing that we're thinking about doing is I'm thinking about talking to Lori. Lori does her own t-shirts. So she has a press and everything to do her own t-shirts and her own hats, I believe. I'm going to talk to Lori about what type of heat press and everything she uses for her t-shirts. And I think I'm going to buy one of those because I don't like dealing with someone else and having to wait for them to get me prices or wait for them to ship me stuff. Not to mention going through other people, there's always a minimum order. So you can't really print to order and keep stuff on your website. So if I buy an actual heat press, I can order t-shirts in bulk. I can order hats in bulk. I can order hoodies in bulk and print them in-house per order. Then I can put the hats on the website. I can put the t-shirts on the website. I can put the hoodies on the website. And anytime somebody buys one of those, I just go in the other room and pull the order and print it and heat press it, you know? So, so we're going to be doing that. As far as the hoodies are concerned, the hoodies are difficult. They are expensive. Like normal, small, medium, large, they run about $15 a piece. Not that bad. When you hit extra large, 2X, 3X, they jump to almost $30 a pop for a zip up hoodie. Now, I guess I could change it and just do pullover hoodies. That'll save a couple of bucks, but it's not saving much. Like the prices on hoodies, when she sent me the prices, now mind you, you know, that's buying in bulk too. And those were the prices doing bulk order. It blew my mind how expensive hoodies are, especially zip up hoodies. And so I don't know. You know, I made the post about people if they were interested in the hoodies. Because here's the thing, with it being bulk, I have to have a minimum order. And I made the post. And I mean, there were only a handful of you guys that even spoke up about the hoodies. So technically, you know, I can't do a blanket price. I can't go, oh, hoodies are $50, you know, because of that. So the prices almost have to be per hoodie and it has to be adjusted per size. So, you know, somebody that wants a 4X hoodie, shit, they're paying, you know, $50+ for one. And then the shipping is, you know, you can ship a hoodie. It costs you about $15, $16 ship a damn hoodie. So the hoodies, like I get why hoodies are expensive. You know, the only way you can get around the cost of hoodies, you got to be somebody that's ordering 20 larges, 20 extra larges, 20 2Xs, 20 mediums, and ordering it all at once. Now, when you do that and you print your stuff on all that shit and it sells when it sells, now you can get it down a little bit. But even then, it's not a big discount. But I don't ship enough merch for that. You know, I'm not a clothing store. So the only thing I know to do, if I do the hoodies, we got to have at least 25 orders because it's a 25 minimum with the lady that does the printing. When I order t-shirts, I have to order 25. When I order the hats here here soon, I have to do 25 minimum, which I mean, I'm ordering 50 hats because I gave away 50 damn hats on the Kickstarter. So I mean, you know, these damn things are $30 a pop retail. You know, these are probably going to cost me about, with the printing process and the cost of the hats, we're probably going to spend about, and shipping, we're probably going to spend about $14, $15 per hat, you know, and I gave them away on the Kickstarter to everybody that spent. I think if you spent more than $80 on the Kickstarter, you got a free Cycle Style trucker hat. So that's why now, you know, again, when it comes to in-house, if I do buy a heat press and the materials to print at home, you know, I will save a little money there. You know, it's not going to be a whole lot, but I'll save a little. But the most convenience is I can print one shirt. I can print one hat. I can print two. I don't have to do a 25 order minimum. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking smack on the people that make the shirts or the hats. I get why they have to put a minimum order on it. It's not worth their damn time to print 5 hats. You get what I'm saying? So like, I totally get it. They're paying electricity. They're paying, heating and air, they're paying all this other shit. I get it. It's overhead. And it has to reflect in all the merchandise you do. So I get why there's a minimum. So I don't know. I'll make, because see, that's the other drawback too. This is one of the strange things to what we do. People will pay $50, $60 for a bullshit ass Nike hoodie that some little 3-year-old child in a sweatshop made in China. They'll pay that, but they won't buy our hoodie, even though our merch, like if you've ever got a hat from me or you ever got a hoodie from me or a t-shirt, like they're great quality. It's not that cheap ass Rudy Poo bullshit. I mean, they're great quality. They're great material. They're pre-shrunk, things like that. So we spend a little bit money for better t-shirts. Like these t-shirts and stuff are great, pre-shrunk, great material. They don't stretch and pull. The t-shirts are light. They're nice and cool. Even though you're wearing black, they're not hot. The hoodies are warm. They're great. They're zip up, which is, that's already different than most hoodies because the companies are doing pullovers because it's cheaper. You're spending $50 on a fucking Nike hoodie that they cost them $5 to have made. You get what I'm saying? But that's the way it is. I don't get it. I'm not paying $50 for a fucking Nike hoodie. Excuse my language. I'm not paying $50, $60 for a Jordan bullshit hoodie. I'm not, but that's the way it is. So we can't really carry them all the time. And we have to have a 25 order minimum to even do it. So, I mean, if you're here in this channel, there's 9 of you right now watching this. So speak up. And it's okay if you don't. If you have zero interest, it's totally okay. I know some of you live in places it doesn't ever get cold. If you would like a Psycho Sal hoodie, now, like I said, the pricing would have to be according to size. People that are smaller, their hoodies are going to be a little cheaper. People like me and bigger, our shit's going to cost a little more. It just is what it is. If we don't like it, lose weight. That's all we can do because that's just the way that shit is priced. I know that as a heavy guy, when I buy shirts and hoodies, I'm going to pay more than you probably will if you're a little skinny guy. It just is what it is. So, speak up. If you'd like me to go to the trouble of doing a hoodie, we can do them, but I have to have a 25 order minimum. And here's what and we've got new artwork. Like I paid somebody to design new artwork for the new t-shirt and the new hoodie. That's what, now, of course, it'll look a little better than this. This is just a design thing we did online just to give you guys an idea. Oh, here you go. Here's what the hoodie looks like. So there's what the actual one looks like. Sorry, I forgot I had that one on here. The other one was the one I designed, and I sent it to the guy and told him I wanted him to clean it up. So here's the actual one. So the new t-shirt that was on the last Kickstarter with new art design, that's what it looks like. This is what the hoodie looks like. Black hoodies with the red logo. So we got the design. I paid someone to design this, but like I said, when I made the initial post, now to be fair, there's no telling how many of you never saw that damn post. Facebook algorithm is bullshit. What's up, Tim? Yeah, exactly. Like I said, they're great quality. It's just, they're not cheap, especially zip up versions. I mean, I guess I could change it to pullovers and we could save a little money there. But me personally, I hate pullover hoodies. I can't, everything has to be buttoned up or it has to be zipped. I don't want to be fighting a damn hoodie over my hat and shit like that. So I'll make another post here in a moment. So watch my page. I'll make another post about the hoodie and I'll touch base with the lady that does my t-shirts and hats to get the individual prices of the hoodies. Yeah, I prefer zip ups, man. I can't stand pullovers. So I'll make another post. So watch the website here in a little while. I'll make another post with what the price ranges will be for. So the price. So basically, the way it works, there's one price for like small to large, I believe. Then there's another price for extra large, I think up to 2X. And then I think 3X and on is another fee. So we'll have to do it like that, and it'll have to be pre-sale. You'll have to buy your your hoodie. Now, the great thing is the lady that does my t-shirts, which any of you that got the last batch of t-shirts, I'm using a new lady, whoever got hats recently. She does great work, and she's local. So I can go across town and pick up the stuff. I don't have to worry about it being shipped to me. So we save a little money there. So I'll make a post here in a minute and I'll let you know. But like I said, guys, we got to have a 25 minimum. And I mean, and order multiples if you want to. I mean, you can always have more than one hoodie. And like I said, no hoodie you're getting from a damn store is going to outdo these hoodies. I mean, they are beautiful quality, pre-shrunk, great material. So, if you're going to buy a damn hoodie or a t-shirt, buy it from a legit indie creator who's doing the right way. Now, are there some people out there that's probably doing some damn, $3 Hanes t-shirts and shit? Yeah, probably. Or doing the cheapest damn pullover hoodies they can get their hands on, and the shit shrinks the first time you watch it. Yeah, so you got to be careful. Make sure what type of t-shirts they're doing. Make sure what type of hoodies they're doing, that it's actual quality stuff. I've got my Psycho Sal t-shirts. I got several of them in my closet, my Cursed Moonlight, etc. I've worn them tons of times, and they're still beautiful. They're not stretched. They're not faded. They're not shrunk. As long as people are doing it quality, you're okay. But ask. Don't be afraid to ask. What type of brand are you using? Are they pre-shrunk? If they go, oh, I don't know, don't buy that shit. Because I can tell you right now, I know the brands. Now, I'd have to go look on the t-shirt to tell you brands, but I think it's Gideon or somebody. I could be saying that name wrong. I have to look on the t-shirt and the hoodie, but it's the higher brand, pre-shrunk, great material, non-fading, etc. So. All right, but anyway, guys, feel free to watch the video. Check out the recap. This is what prices, giveaways, exclusives, everything's going to work for this year. Like I said, a little house cleaning here on the end. Psycho Sal number 9 goes to print. It is everything's ready to go with that. So as soon as I have Psycho Sal 9 books in, I'll let you guys know, but it's going to print. All the stretch goals are going to print. The hat orders are put in for the Kickstarter. The Mummy Kickstarter will go to print here soon. We got to wait on the second, third payment to be made on that for the pay over time option that we put on that one. So as soon as that's done, it'll go to print. Go for you big Batman fans or statue fans. I just did something nobody does. I took one of my Batman statues because I got too many Batman statues, so I'm trying to make room for other shit. So I just put up a Sideshow Premium Edition Batman statue, 1/4 scale, 25 inches tall, 30 pounds of goodness. It is a badass statue. I've got the box and stuff it came in. It's mint, no issues, no fading, no nothing. It's it's got 2 head sculpts. You can swap out the heads on it. I believe it has 1 or 2 hand swap outs also. So like I said, it's the premium format. I think it's got 1 or 2 hand swap outs. So all that comes with it. That raffle is up right now, and go grab a spot. Great odds on it. Only 25 spots on that raffle. Now it's $40 a spot, but 25 spots. That's insane odds to win a $900 statue. That does include the shipping in the US. So go grab it, guys. That statue is gorgeous. Like I said, I'm not getting rid of it because it's ugly. It's just I own way too many Batman statues. I mean, there's one right there. There's one right there. There's 2. There's one up there. There's 2 more up there. I own too many. I think there's one down here somewhere. I got carried away with Batman. He's my favorite character. So I need to make some space for other shit. So go grab a spot on that raffle. What's up, Nicholas? And also, I also just put up, oh, not just put up, I also have another raffle up for you guys who love original published art. Comic Capsule now created these new, is that it right there? No, it's in yonder. They created these new binders that are big, like 12 by 18 binders that opens up. Inside that binder, that it closes with magnets, but when you open it up, it has a copy of Psycho Sal #1 New York Comic Con exclusive foil, 15 in the world. It has a copy of that book in there. It also has my COA in there also for that book, but it also has the original 11 by 17 pencil art for that New York Comic Con exclusive for Psycho Sal #1. That raffles up to about, I don't know, halfway full maybe. Go grab a spot on that damn raffle. That one's stupidly good odds and a stupidly good entry fee. There's you a chance to win an $800 original piece of published cover art for one of the hottest horror books on the damn market. I mean, we're on par right now, probably around April or May, if the patterns stay continuous. Psycho Sal #1 cover A will pass 10,000 printed and sold. And that's because of you guys. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you guys have loved that book. I'm glad you guys have enjoyed that roller coaster ride. I've heard, so many great comments from you guys about Psycho Sal, from the storytelling to the artwork to the covers to the edge of your seat tension that we put in it for you guys. We've had people telling us they've cried on certain issues about what happened to certain characters. And Psycho Sal #9 is, like I said, it's going to print. We'll have those books in soon. And that's going to be a kick in the gut for a lot of you guys. I'm so glad you're loving the book. Thank you guys for showing it so much love. Thank you guys for showing me so much love. Like I said, I owe you guys everything. You guys have allowed me to be a childhood dream of being a comic book artist for 8 years now, professionally, 8 years. I jumped out both feet in on day one 8 years ago as of this month. And I've been able to be successful at it. I've been able to support myself at it. I've been able to enjoy the hobbies that I enjoy the hobby because of you guys. So I can't thank you enough, not only for supporting Psycho Sal, but supporting my art in general, buying commissions and also buying other exclusives that I do for other people, showing up for retailer exclusives and buying those books, showing up for other Kickstarters that I'm a part of and supporting their dreams. You guys are what makes all this possible. You guys are absolutely the blood of our industry. I truly wish more artists realized that or remembered that. And showed you guys that appreciation on a more daily basis, or in general, in some cases. Maybe one of these days they'll wake up and they'll remember that, because, you guys don't owe us shit. You show up, you spend your hard-earned ass money, supporting what we do as a childhood dream. And I can't thank you enough for it. I mean, you guys absolutely make it all possible, and your fandom should be appreciated. Your support should be respected. And like I said, I can't thank you enough. You guys have made Psycho Sal a huge hit. The support you showed for Cursed Moonlight, my one-shot comic about my two daughters, Victoria and Olivia, versus a werewolf in the Appalachian Mountains. You guys made that a hit. Then you showed up again on Rise of the Mummy, and that my other one-shot book about my daughters Shelby and Ashley versus a mummy in the 1920s in Egypt. You guys have shown up and shown stupid love, and you've done it every single damn time. So I can't thank you enough. I love you guys for it. And don't forget, my next IP will be coming out soon. I know one of them you guys are stupid excited about, and I'm so glad. And I promise you we're getting to it. Now that New Year's is over, Christmas is over, I'm going to be sitting down with Lori here real soon, Lori Calcaterra. She's going to be helping write Cycle the Blood Moon, my big IP that's coming. That one's going to be somewhere around 30 books. We're going to stick to our pattern of dropping 3 books a damn year, if not more, if we're able, to get you guys these books as fast as possible. As you know, we have some of the fastest producing indie books on the market without hindering quality or anything else. We bust our ass to get that done. My team busts their ass to get that done for you guys. I know you guys are super excited for Cycle of Blood Moon. And for those that may not be aware of what that is, that's our big epic book that's going to be set in the early 1800s. That's dealing with vampires and werewolves and witches and demons and all types of stuff. Pretty much everything that goes bump in the night, and it's this big epic tale. It's pretty much kind of like Lord of the Rings meets Supernatural type thing. So I know you guys are super excited for that, and I promise you it's coming soon. Me and Lori's going to sit down here soon and go over the first couple of issues so we can get that underway. And then, of course, my next IP that's coming out, that'll be a 3-issue mini-series this time instead of a one-shot, fully written and scripted by me, because Cursed Moonlight was fully written and scripted by me. Rise of the Mummy was fully written and scripted by me. So Sentinel will be coming out this year also, Veil of the Damned. That one's about a war veteran dealing with PTSD and stuff like that, and who ends up taking his own life after his sister dies of a fentanyl overdose, and he just can't handle it anymore. And then he gets brought back from the Veil to hunt demons and stuff like that. He's got this giant 400-pound hellhound that travels with him. I know some of you guys are super excited about that. And that one's going to be a really kind of call to arms type of book. It's going to be dealing with some seriously heavy stuff. That one's going to be dealing with some serious heavy stuff. Suicide and depression and things like that. That book will have contact information on the inside cover of it. We're not going to do advertisements on the front inside cover like we do on the other Kickstarters. We're not going to be selling advertisement spots. The inside prime advertisement location on the inside front cover will have suicide hotline numbers on it, veteran hotline numbers, dealing with PTSD and depression and stuff like that. It's going to have things like that in it. But it's going to be a fun book. I think you're going to love it. I really enjoyed writing that when I've got my family were military. I've got a lot of my friends that were military. I almost went military twice, and I wish I had. I let people talk me out of it, and I wish I had done it. I'm a big supporter of the military. I think that sadly they get ignored and they get overlooked a lot in our society or shunned, and it's sad. But like I said, that book's going to be something that's going to kind of pull some attention to those hard topics. So I know a lot of you guys are ready for that. Cannot wait for Curse. Curse what, Tim? What is it? You talking about Rise of the Mummy? Because Cursed Moonlight's long shipped. So if you backed Cursed Moonlight Kickstarter, thank you for your service, V. Yeah, I'm a big veteran supporter. I worked with the VA for 7.5 years when I was in the insurance world. I sat with military veterans of all age groups. So I saw a lot of the damn struggles they went through, and not to mention the bullshit they dealt with the VA was ridiculous and still is. Cycle of the Blood Moon. Sorry. That one, everybody's super excited about that one. Y'all been waiting on that one. I announced that book like 2 years ago. But we've had so much going on, and that's a big book. I wanted a lot of focus to go to that book. So we're gonna get Cycle Style Omnibus out. We're going to get on February the 14th, we're launching that Kickstarter for the Omnibus. So make sure you guys are here for that. Ooh, I got hiccups. Of course, that's the cover for that one, all brand new cover art for that Cycle Style cover for the Omnibus Collector's Editions 1 through 9. Here it is. There's the thing. That's the raffle that's up right now. And don't worry about, you see that little damage spot on the right hand side right there? That's the way it came shipped, sadly, but they did send me a replacement. So a shout out to Joff and them with Comic Capsule. These things are fucking badass. Like that right there. that book, that's not a print. That's an actual, like it holds an actual copy of the book. So that's the raffle that's up right now with stupid good odds on it and a great entry fee. But don't worry about that little damage on the right-hand side. They sent me a replacement, so this will get swapped out to the other one that's not wasn't damaged. But yeah, this is a beautiful way to display original published cover art. So you got the COA, you got the original 11x17 pencils, and then you got an actual copy of the foil. Actually, I take that back. It's 30 of those, 30 of the foils for the New York Comic-Con exclusive, but that's number 14 out of 30, and it comes signed. The artwork comes signed, and then it has my COA with it. Damn sure go grab a spot on that raffle. Here's your chance, because it's only like, shit, I think it's only like $15 or $20 entry fee or something like that. Like, it's stupid affordable. But go grab a spot. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to grab some lunch. I got to get back to work. I'm not off today. Wrapping up commissions, wrapping up a commission. And then like I said, the new commission just got posted, the new commission for the list for that first half of the year. Go grab a spot if you want a commission. Once it's closed, I have to take a hard stance on this. I can't do any more commissions after it closes. You'll just have to catch me on June the 1st. Normally I try to squeeze people in when I can, and I end up working shit tons of hours. And this year, my pattern for 8 years has been pretty much 6 days a week, 12 to 14 hours a day. That's been my pattern for 8 years. I got to let up a little. I turned 50 last month, December. I got to let up a little. So I'm going to try to wean it down to where I'm working 5 days a week, 10 hours a day. I'm cool with that. And that way I can get a little bit more, downtime, because you got to remember, I'm not one of those. The other thing I'm stupidly, crazy doing is, I don't do like some artists when we work all week long and then we go out of town that weekend for a show and we get back on Monday. We don't, I don't take 2 days off to recoup from that 7 days straight. I go right into the next week. And then if I'm home the next weekend, I'll take that Saturday off or that Sunday off to hang out with Andrea. I got to change that. This is too much, and it's all my fault. Nobody made me do that. I'm a bit of a workaholic, OCD, and everything adds into that, but I got to let up a little. I'm noticing my hands are starting to hurt a lot more. A bit more headaches and stuff like that from focusing over an art desk. So I got to let up a little bit. So I got to stick to the commission list. I can't really squeeze people in anymore. So go get on the list. That's the easiest thing. You can order straight through me, or you can go to the website and use Afterpay, Klarna, Shop Pay in 4. So you can order a $200 head sketch and you're paying, they split it into 4 payments over 4 weeks, or 4 payments every 2 weeks. You can't beat that. $50 every 2 damn weeks. That's stupidly good. So go grab your stuff, guys. Get it now. Because once that list is full, like I said, I got to start sticking to this, because I got to get a little bit more downtime. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Again, thank you for your support. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful year. Hope you had a great Christmas and everything went good for you. Watch for the new stuff. I'll get the hoodie post sometime today. I got to double check with her the prices for those brackets of sizes. Let me get that information, then I'll get it posted. And if we can get at least 25 of you that wants a badass Psycho Style hoodie with the new logo, we'll get it ordered. And it's a quick turnaround time because she's local. But anyway, you guys have a beautiful day. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Support indie.